But now we can start the game. And the first strat,
Hello?
Skip's walking all the way up
Anyone
and around.
here?
By coming over here. And basically all you want to do is just run into this like so. And you're in the middle of it. And then you want to just keep jumping. It's really easy. All you have to do is just stand in the middle, and
all these years I've
you'll
been
basically
looking for
get
them,
it
and they
most
were
of the
hiding
time
in plain sight.
Hello?
without
Hey,
any issues.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. F.O.T.E, the janitor, is a friendly face in my book. The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help? Did I lose you there for a moment?
So you just want to
You'll know
run
what's
in a
on
straight
your
line,
mind.
go to this
My
door,
baby brother,
and
Dylan.
there's nothing really special happening
17
during the
years.
intro.
Shit.
Just fighting enemies
Shit,
in
shit.
a somewhat optimal way.
You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really? Look at this place. Where am I?
You can skip corners by jumping across them,
The
which
same.
saves a little bit of time, but not really
I
necessary.
have a gun.
And you just want to kill the enemies in the area. Like, shoot these guys 4 times. And they die easily. And you want to position your camera in a way like that, so they spawn over here so you can see them easily. And that's that area done. Enemies spawn based on like where you're looking for the most part. And where you aim your camera does help. Not too sure how it works though. But basically you want to come down this corridor and then look behind you until you get to the end, and the enemies will spawn here, and kill them as fast as you can. And hopefully he spawns here, which he did. And then you want to kill this guy, and the last 2 just spawn here. And then you want to continue to this room.
Sound that tried to invade me earlier.
And basically you want to do the exact same thing. Kill that guy.
Everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy?
And then kill the rest of these 2.
It's ours.
And if you go like near the middle, or they do, this guy will spawn. He's easy enough. You just punch him in the back and shoot him in the head as he can't move.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean?
And then you want to
Help me
cleanse the
fix
control
it.
point. Doesn't matter where you do it from. You can try and be as far out as you can if you wanted.
Holy shit.
And then you want to go to the intercom.
You did it. We did it. Okay. You with me? We did it before. It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping.
So when you're here, quitting out saves more time than running, but it only saves in game time, and I'm not gonna be doing that for now. But yeah, it saves a few seconds every time. So I'm gonna kill these 2 and then like jump down with your camera facing this way, and he'll spawn here. And if you stay around in this area, they'll hopefully spawn here. So yeah, they can spawn like there and down there too. Ideally, you want him to spawn there and then the other two spawn here, and then them to spawn like here and here again. But if they're over there and there, it doesn't really matter too much. It's just a minor little thing that saves a few seconds. And like killing that guy earlier. The start of the game is all about optimizing the combat and trying to do it as fast as possible. Since there's not really any strats to lose time on, besides trying to get where they spawn to be as close as possible.
Communications. We're on the right track.
So you want to hug this right side and go over this and jump here. And usually you'd go up there casually, but what you can do is like use this ladder to climb up to there. You don't want to climb too close to this front because you won't be high enough. So you want to like run down and climb the back of it like this and jump as soon as you can. So it'll look like that. If you run a little, it won't work because you lose the height that you gain when you climb this. And if you climb the front of it, like this, it might not work as well because you might climb lower down on the ladder. Ouch. And then you just want to interact with that and throw one of those at the wall. And then you continue as normal. And this is where you try and optimize the fights more as well. Because you can lose a lot of time on the fights if you're just unlucky. But you want to come up here and grab this big box on the right here and just throw it through all of them. And grab enough one and throw it at that guy on the right. And shoot the other two. Grab another box and throw it through them all. And just keep throwing and you'll get somewhere. You can shoot this and just throw it up there to stun him. You don't have to kill everyone, but I am. Just so I can do this without getting harassed. But basically you want to just throw this box down there. Like so.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached.
And you want to grab another box. And this is where you do the first prop clip. Basically it works by standing under the prop and jumping, and then when you do that you jump and drop the box like that, and if you keep jumping you'll go through. So that's one way to do it. Another way that is I'd say is more effective, because you don't have to try and position it under you a lot, is by like running into it and jumping.
The hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
So this might not be exactly the best spot, but because you can't really position it under yourself too easily without falling off the box. If you were to run and jump into it by just doing the exact same inputs you would normally, like holding W and D and jumping and letting go of the box, you will clip out easily enough, hopefully. Like that. So this skips a whole boss fight. If you jump down there, it will start. Just want to run along this top bit here and go through this door. And then continue as normal.
The hotline can't be far now.
You can jump and break this glass here with a melee. And jump over, which is slightly faster. And hit this 3 times.
Have we been here before?
And here you hit the bell 3 times.
I've Stayed at a lot of
Go
roadside
to the
motels
last
across
room
the
and pick up the
country,
key,
on the road,
and then run back down the corridor
run
to
under
the
the
door.
radar. This
Second
feels
door.
like all of them, like
And go through it.
something recognized from a dream.
So you want to skip this cutscene, and you're going to do this astral plane, which isn't too difficult. There's not really any chance you can die on it. They just want to like cut the corners as much as you can. Here, you want to like run off the edge a bit before jumping. And that allows you to jump over him without taking damage or getting hit. You can go this way, or you can go like this, which is slightly faster, but you might fall down there. And if you do fall down there, you'll start all the way back there and have to go through those guys again, which loses a lot of time, so it might not be worth going for unless you give it a few goes. And then you want to quit out after this, and this will send you back to the control point that you last at. So it'll be this one, and you want to go to Centrixic and talk to Emily.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss?
So here again, you'd quit out,
Do you hear that?
and you'd go back here,
Singing.
Hope has asked us to do
and you want to get
Help.
energy 1, which is this, and launch 2,
Elevator.
and that would be useful because you do more launch damage, and energy 1 allows you to do a strat coming up later.
Meet me in
There's a small thing you can do here too that skips a fade out. Basically, if you open the menu and go down, you would then want to tap your use key and then hold it again, and it will bring this back up again. So it should look...
Like I said
Oh,
before.
I didn't get it. But it would
The
look
janitor
like
is
the
a
menu
friendly
opens
face.
up again, and you can select where you want to go again, and that just skips the tiny fade
Maintenance
out.
sector is
It's
the
not
janitor
major if
building.
you miss it. It's 3
If I
seconds
can find Ati here,
max.
he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ati. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to
Oh,
Trench's
so you want to
office.
kill these 3 guys.
I started
here.
writing it down.
Usually he's walking about. Okay, I have a bunch of people spawning. Not usually how it goes, but it's fine. Might get some mods or whatever from him. You don't really need any for this. So this is another prop clip here. You can do it here or on this. Doesn't really matter, it's whatever you prefer. I'd say this one's easier for me to do, but this one's a lot safer, and you can't really die when doing it, I don't think, or I haven't anyway. So you want to grab this and like try and position it above you like so, and then you'd prop clip as normal, which is by jumping and dropping the object, and then if you keep jumping you should clip out like so. You'd want to be careful though, because you don't have much space in front in front of you. And you can easily void out here too if you're holding the direction and jumping into it like I would usually do. As you can see, the barrel here, this one's a lot more safer. You can't die to anything going through. So if you're worried, you should try and learn that one. It's basically the same thing. You want to get the prop above your head and drop it and keep jumping. And then you just want to jump down into here, and this will be this room. You want to destroy this forklift and kill this guy, and run into here. You want to grab this big bit on the right, and you can get through the door and throw it at this guy. And then you want to go and pick it back up, and this prop clip should be really easy since it's already above you, and jump and let go and keep jumping, and that's easy enough. there's not really much that can go wrong here. If you're trying to go fast and you rush it, you can easily get stuck inside this wall. And if you do that, you just have to restart and you go all the way back to the elevator if you did miss it. And that would lose you a lot of time. So I just recommend standing there and like neutral jumping it, or face this direction and jump forward when doing so. And to continue, you see this ledge here. You want to jump into this corner. You can keep jumping here, really. And like turn your camera like so, and you'll get a ledge grab. I like to jump in, like hold left and then let go of left and W. Oh, and well, keep holding W, and then you'll still get the climb up here. And then you want to come up here, and you want to walk in like this middle part here. I don't know about where, but it's somewhere up here in the middle by the Stark Square, and fall down. That's the trick you need to hit. And you want to run straight along this thing, and then you'll land here. And then you get Mary Chase active, and the horse will appear.
This place makes me nauseous.
If the horse doesn't appear, that means you missed the trigger by the black square in the middle.
How do you think it got down here?
And it means you won't be able to continue.
A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
So this truck coming up, the astral boink, so to speak. Basically, when you go down here, or like past here, that starts moving. So if you wanted to practice this, you jump down and this resets it. But basically you're going to jump on this thing, dash twice out, and then like forward and to the left a bit. So you can get stuck in the wall, basically. And there I missed it. But you can go quite far right, or to the left, sorry. And you'll just be standing on this, basically, and it'll keep pushing you up and down. And you'll get teleported if you're too far to the right. So when you're in this wall, all you want to do is keep scrolling and jump, and then you'll get to this one. And then when you're in this one, you can scroll to the top too. So you want to jump and... Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this so badly, but yeah, you want to dash 3 times, jump out of this top one, and then jump all the way to the top here. And you think you can go across here, but there's actually a teleport trigger for the first time you do this. So if you go across there, you just get sent back down there. So what you want to do is go out across here. So you can go quite far. I think it's... yeah, it's about as long as this wall is here. And you can just jump out and climb across here with a dash. And you want to dash across here and go to the end. Try and make sure you don't die here. Getting reset is fine, but dying to these guys means that the enemies won't spawn in Override, which isn't all that big of a deal, but it is a time loss and it is annoying if you don't know how to back it up, which I will show you how to do. Okay, so one way to do this is to come over here, and that will get this trigger that you need. And then you want to go and clip out here. If you can't get the clip out here, you can do it here as well. It's the exact same way you would normally do it. I'm going to do it over here. And once you're up here, you want to just mantle this TV or whatever and come along the top here to the left hand side, and you're going to want to jump on this over here. You can dash across like this
What happens again if that thing blows up?
if you want, or you can just jump. But you want to land on this back part here. And that will hit another trigger that you need to start this fight. So another way to do this is to do the exact same thing, but go and talk to F.O.T.E instead. And then you want to go through this door. And you're gonna hit the same trigger, like so. And then quit out and continue. So after this, you want to go forward and land on the pipes here and jump up. When you grab this fridge, make sure you turn your camera 180 like this. That's the best way to get it through without having it get stuck. Okay, like so. I'm not very good at this strat, mind, so... Then all you want to do is bring it over towards this door area. And as far as I'm aware, you just mantle, and if you keep jumping, you'll land out of bounds here. Or you might land down there, depending on when you set up. And if you've done it right, you just jump in bounds. And you can start the fight the exact same way. I forgot to get upgrades, and then you do the exact same thing. And if you did it right, it should be fine. And then you want to go speak to her.
Jesse, you made it, and you lifted the just.
Okay, and here you want to go and grab launch 5, so this one, and go to the research sector, which is just the first option down. The first option or the second option. So you want to come to this balcony here, and you can go higher up if you need to. It doesn't really matter. Ouch. But all you want to do is just dash across the gap. Like so. You want to wait for your energies to recover, because you'd have run out doing all them dashes to there. And you want to grab this server rack. And this clip out's kind of difficult. What you want to do is try and position it under you or above you in this corner here. I struggle with this a lot. So this is why I like being able to clip while jumping into objects like that. Oop. So what you want to do, I would particularly learn how to do this way. You can do the same prop clip like that whilst holding forward, but this is the way I like to do it. You use this as a ramp to get slightly more height, and you want to jump off it and clip through the exact same you would normally. I hold WD, drop it, and keep jumping. And basically, once you're up here, you'll see that on the right of you. You want to go directly in front there by dashing 3 times. And once you've landed here, you want to go towards this red area, basically, but staying on top of here. You'll run to the edge and jump down. And this is where the first trigger is. It's in this corner here. So you want to run and climb up in that very corner and just keep moving in a straight line afterwards. Dash twice, and when you're here, you want a mantle on the right here. Doesn't matter where. And you want to move across the top. I would be further towards the middle, but just to show, this is the room that you want to like keep on the right side of you if you're getting lost. Oh, I'm trying to show it again. Okay, yeah. So when you're up here, you want to keep this to your right side, and you can just keep going forward. And you'll land somewhere down here. You don't have to get a dash here, but I like to. It makes it easier for me. Basically what I do is just jump and let go of W afterwards when I want to dash. And that will give me like a short one. And you will land here. And what you want to do when you're here is there's a trigger in this corner right here. So if you run straight into the wall, you'll like slide across it. And once you've hit here, you've hit it basically. If you move too far left, you'll get stuck in the wall and you'd have to do the whole clip again. But if you do get stuck in the wall here, that means you've hit like all the triggers along the way. And if you've hit all the triggers along the way, I mean, you don't have to hit them all again. So if you get stuck here, you can just go straight over there from the top. But yeah, once you've hit that, you want to jump up across here. It's easy enough, and just run straight across, hugging the wall. And there's something here that you've got to jump around. It's this part of the wall. So I didn't think about it. But all you want to do is jump out and curve round and dash like here. And that will get it every time. And there's another one over here too. You can kind of see sometimes. Like right there. So you want to jump out and dash twice. Like that. And you'll land like here or here. So if you move forward a bit, you can see this loading in. All you want to do is jump and dash across again. And you'll land here. And the same thing over here. You can see this loaded in. And you want to do the same thing by jumping and dashing. This is kind of easy to fail sometimes. But once you're up here, you just want to move across straight, jump and dash again, and go through this wall. And you know if you've hit all the triggers if Marshall says something through the intercom. And then you want to do this fight. You want to target this thing first. Up. Because that heals the enemies, and it's kind of annoying. So all you want to do here is grab this box and just launch it at as many enemies as you can. There's usually 6 people down here. So there should be one more. Yep. And then you want to climb this shelf and run and jump across and grab the couch. But all you want to do there is basically just kill the enemies as fast as possible. It's not too hard. You just want to make sure that you're actually killing them, because if you leave them alive, you might be getting shot in the back. And for here, there's a really fast way to do it, and you just run into these guys and they all just blow up on their own. So yeah, do the same thing and kill those guys.
Trench said his team knows all the Bureau's secrets. Marshall.
Most of them are all just as effective as each other.
There you are. I was starting to worry. Rangers,
So
let her through.
when you come out this door, you don't want to jump down
Sorry, but we can't
and
risk
like
the breach.
jump and dash around and everything. You just want to vault over this ledge here, fall all the way to the floor, and then when you hit the floor, you can dash. Because that will make the hiss cluster like move around sometimes, and it's gonna be weird and like annoying because it heals the enemies that you're trying to kill. So you just want to come out like this, and it should be at the front over here. And kill it like so with 2. And then again, you want to clear the area. It's really about how quickly you can kill the enemies here. It doesn't matter how fast it is, you just... It's, for the most part, it's easy as long as you're not deliberately taking damage. So you want to dash to this guy and you can pull stuff through, which will do damage. And launching takes away the armor, basically. And you just want to keep throwing stuff at him and whittling his health down. You can punch him if he's really low. And then there's 3 more guys to kill. And that's that done. It might drop some mods that you want. I think I got a launched one from it. So you just want to go back to the control point and cleanse it.
This way to the lab? Okay. That's like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling. And
So,
most of the things around here.
To do this, you want to
If
basically
Marshall
match
can't help
the
us with Dylan,
thing
he's our next best bet.
to the picture.
Assuming
And
he's
the best
not
way to do
dead.
that is to hit
taking
right,
over.
left, up, like that. And then you can just dash on through.
Let me hear. Any idea how to make it work?
Here you can't dash, so you just have to run through.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
Okay,
I've replaced a couple
so now
of spark
you want to go to
plugs,
the
but
right, or
this looks a
left,
bit more complicated.
and
Darling
grab
must
these
have had a
2,
system.
and then
Randomness
grab the
is
last one on the
managed method.
desk here.
The punch cards, the symbols.
This is the easiest way to
terminals.
do it.
How do they
So then it goes middle,
I'll see what I can do.
and then the rest are all just enter and escape, because they're all the first one that you've picked up. So the middle one, the end one, and that one. And then you pick this one up and do the exact same thing. You run up here, fit it in, enter, escape, grab the other one, and then go to the final terminal, which is in the middle here. And that's that done easily enough. And interact with this,
The prison
interact
shadow.
with Marshall, and that's Old Boys Club done. You want to quit out and continue. and this will send you back to here. And what you want to do is grab Energy 2 and Health 1, because that will give you another slot here. So usually this is where you'd equip mods in this particular split. So you just want to use any. If you've got good ones, ideally it would be energy and dash cost, but you might not have them. Another good one is energy recovery speed. That's nice to have. Launch efficiency isn't too bad since that's the main way you deal damage. But yeah, you just want to go to Central Executive now. And this is where we're going to go and pick up the shield. So I like to equip my mods in this menu here. You don't really get any weapon mods in this run, and you definitely don't need them anyway. These are like useless. So don't worry about any of these. You just want the personal ones. And then you go to the maintenance access sector. Or maintenance sector access corridor. And when you come in, there's going to be a bunch of barrels you can use. You can use those. You can use these.
Is he here?
All you want to do is position the barrel in a way
they'll help save everyone,
that you can line it up
Dylan.
flat up against the wall.
Once I find him.
So I like when that one's stable. I like climbing onto this here
Like you do with me.
and trying to. So this will work here. I just jump like that into it and let go. That's not the best spot for me. Usually I do it, but I want to put it like around this square here anyway, and just drop it. So this is a good spot. It's lined up nice in the corner. Do a normal prop clip as you would, but I recommend letting go once you've gotten it, because you can easily void yourself here. And that's not too bad, since you'll just be in this elevator again and you can grab these and line it up again. What I like to do is go to the back of the elevator here, and you'll see like a shining light here. So all you want to do is run and jump off and wait a bit and dash, and then dash, 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 and you'll land like here. And the trigger for this is like down the corridor. So if you didn't get this and you're like worried, you'll want to run like round here. Oh, and that would be good enough. You'll probably have got it. I cut it close because I was trying to explain, but the first one you want to delay, and then the second ones you want to do as quickly as possible. So again, you put it on the square. Oh god. Wait for your energy to refill. And aim for this light. Dash, and then dash, 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 dash. The area might not load like that, and that means that you were dashing too early, or you were too high when you started it. They might need to wait longer, or you can go to the right part that was loaded in, and that usually is solid. Oh my god. Yeah, I've not failed this badly, but I'm just trying to show the different ways you can do it. But waiting for you to be low enough is usually what makes this work easily. That's all you really have to be cautious of. You wait for your energy to refill and just delay when you dash. Make sure you are low enough. And this will make sure it's all loaded, and if you're a bit worried, you can just keep jumping and it will be fine. And then you just want to jump into here.
Congratulations, Rainer.
I need to hit it harder to break that shield. Guessing this isn't usually.
Throw something at the safe to break the shield and run up to it.
I always did love obstacle courses.
Okay, so you can take the long way around if you want, but if you want to do this quickly, you dash up and grab this and jump up here, and then you do 3 dashes across like so, and you want to somehow climb up on this thing. I like to let go of W and hit D when I want to. I don't know where I really look. I'm just like in the center of the screen. And then you'll climb up this. You can do it the same way. I think this way. Yeah, something like that. And when you climbed up here, you want to like jump across to this. You can actually stand on this one easily, and you'll climb up like that. You want to have full energy here because we're going to be dashing across. And if you mash evade, you won't really get it out. I did there for some reason, but timing it is definitely more effective. You just want to dash all the way across to here, go to the right, dash across this gap. Mind, if you don't think you can do that, you can just go the slow way around. If you really have to, climb up this. And then you can quit out here. And this will take you back to the elevator.
Is he here? Is
Okay,
he
so
all right?
from here, now that you've got shield,
First. I'll help save everyone,
what you want to do
including Dylan.
is interact
Once
with
I
this
find him.
and bring your shield up at the same time.
Can you keep him safe?
So it looks something like this.
like you do with me.
And this is how you know when you've got it, is when you've got shield up like so, and you can interact with the elevator options. So basically this is kind of hard to explain for me. But what this allows you to do is basically glide through the walls like this. And it's all a matter of where you like sort of look. If you look up, you'll go up a lot. If you keep your like camera looking towards the middle of the screen, you'll keep the height that you have. And what you want to do is like keep jumping. So I'd recommend practicing this a lot. I like holding A and S here.
Marshall knows something.
That's what I was
about
told
Dylan.
to do.
Is he here? Is he all right?
But yeah, it's all about where you position your camera.
HRAs
If it's in like the
first.
center of the screen,
They'll help save everyone,
You'll-
including Dylan.
you'll like keep
Once
the
I
height that you
find him.
have and maybe drop a bit sometimes.
Can you keep him safe?
If you're looking up,
like you do with
you'll
me?
go up, and if you're looking too far down, you'll also go up. I can show that as well. So if you look up, you'll go up. Or, well, you're supposed to. If you look down, you're also going to go down. But the best thing is to try and keep it as center as possible, unless you have to get height, and then you like lift it a tiny bit and bring it back down. Yeah, that allows you to do a lot of strats in this game. It's the main thing we're going to be doing for the rest of the run. So, now that I've kind of explained it the best that I can without it being too long, the first thing you want to do is bring up shield and go to the maintenance sector. And from here, what you want to do is like clip out on this left hand side. So you want to go through this wall here, and there's like a platform in front of you here. So that's the corridor we were just in, and we're coming this way. And on the map, it's just this corridor here. So yeah, height doesn't matter too much here. If you go too high, however, you'll clip into another part of the level that you don't want to be in. Like, most of the time when I was doing this wrong, I'd get into this corridor over here, and you can just go through that door and come out here. So I'll try and show you what happens if you go too high. So, so yeah, you'll like go up here sometimes, and this isn't where you want to be. But as you'll see, this is where the elevator was, where I messed up. Or where I first got shielded, I mean. Okay, so yeah, you want to go. There's like an easy way to do this, I guess, where you like look somewhat up, and that will get you height, and then you can just dash across to the platform. And once you're here, you want to land on this like black part here. But since I've already hit it, you won't see. But if you do hit this trigger, you'll see like lights in the red lights in the background where enemies spawn. And from here, you just want to mantle over this wall. And you can climb up onto this pipe, I guess, and dash across to that platform there. So it'll look like this. And then you want to go inbounds through the wall. You don't want to drop down there, ideally. And then you want to go and interact with this light here. And you'll know if you've got it if light's beaming down the corridor. So there is a backup that I don't really know how to do too well. But I'll show it anyway. Oops. So you can mantle on things and that will get rid of shield. But basically all you want to do is go down the corridor. Like, down through here. Oh, and that's where the enemy spawn. You heard it because I hit the trigger. But basically you'll like go into this room. So if you fall down and you land in here, I'm just gonna kill the enemies because they're annoying. But yeah. This is basically where you were, down that corridor and on this left side here. So you want to drop down and shoot this box. And you can then grab it. Oh my god. Okay. So you want to grab the box after shooting it, and that will like let you go inside it. Like this. I think this will work. I'm not too sure understanding of how to do this because I've never had to. But basically, once you're inside it, you just drop it and keep jumping like that, and it should send you up. Again, I'm not very good, so you want to try and get inside you and drop it and then keep jumping like that. It's not very easy. I just recommend doing the shield way, honestly, because once you're good at shield, you can do a lot of things. Oh, shield gliding, you can do a lot of things. Like, for example, you can actually just do this whole strat in one go instead of having to land on the wall. So if you go like that and like turn around, you'll land somewhere over here like this, and that's how you've hit it. I probably didn't hit it that time because I went a bit high. But you can do things like that. It wasn't a very good attempt, but it still worked anyway. So you want to do this puzzle, which is ring the bell twice. And then you want to match what's in that room, basically, which is the radio, the painting, and the plant pot. And you leave the chair, and then you just pick up the key and run down the corridor. So quit out. And you'll be in the elevator again. So you want to go to maintenance sector again with the shield up. And this time you're going to the right hand side. So it's over this way. I'll use the map to show where we're going. but it's towards like the power plant in the middle, to the right a bit, and it's to that black area. So I need to get a bit of height to land in the top, so I'm just looking up a bit to get it, and then trying to maintain. And I'll land in this corridor. This is where you want to be for the most part. You can like kind of get here, or you'll sometimes be below it, and you can like dash in. That also is fine. So like dash through that wall. And then you just want to fall down here, basically. So there is a strat here that saves some in-game time. When the camera's zooming in, you can like interact with the control point like that, and when you can do that, you quit out. The area will look uncleansed, but it actually is. So I wouldn't recommend this if you're like uncomfortable with shield gliding, because you have to go through. You can't go through this wall normally. You'd have to shield through it instead. And there's a strat coming up that is up to you whether you do. It's kind of fast though. So from here, you want to set up another shield line and go to the control room. And I'm going to show a way that I like to do it, or try to. But you want to look towards this like white thing on the wall there, or like over this general direction. And you want to try and keep your height as low as possible. So that's not quite what I want to do, but it works anyway. You'll land like up here. Alternatively, you can land down here, and that's fine too. If you go too high, this room unloads, or if you go too far out, it also unloads. But you want to jump down here too. And there's two ways to do this. So you either run off straight like this, wait, and dash a set after, and you'll like land inside this room. I did it wrong. But the backup this way is to you'll want to like mantle where this is and drop off and like try and get through the wall. It's kind of difficult sometimes, but once you're here, you just run through like that and dash to the door. And another way to do it that's slightly slower, if you're not as good as at gliding, what you want to do is go from quarry again to control room, and you want to go the same sort of direction, but you can like land on this bit out of bounds here, or you can land on top there. So this is just on the side of the room, and you can kind of land on top too. And you'll do the exact same thing. Let's see if I can actually get this right. Okay, so that's what it looks like if you do it right. And then you want to run through this door, and then go back through it.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster. You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them.
So you want to interact with
Can
this,
you help me find a prism?
and that will let your energy get up too. And then you want to grab this thing behind you, throw it, and then pull another one through. So basically all you're doing is just grabbing that, throwing it, and then trying to pull that through and throw another one. And if you're lucky, you can pull another one through and that will kill it. Otherwise, just throw it again and it will kill it guaranteed. That's just to save a bit of energy so you can dash through that. It doesn't really matter too much. But then quit out and continue. Okay, so from the control room, what you want to do... Oh, sorry, from quarry, what you want to do is set up another shield glide. And you want to go back to the control room. So... Because I've already quit out. If you go from control room to quarry and then quarry to control room without quitting out again, you'll just be going straight away. But I'm doing this so I can show it better. You want to go in the same direction, which is that way. And you're going to land in a staircase that's like kind of over that direction. So if you go up, yeah, right here. You can land here. It's easy enough, and you just want to drop back inbounds. Yeah, this one's really easy. You can even drop inbounds that side. Sometimes you might land on top there. All you do is drop down, and either through this wall or that wall, you can go back in. And all you want to do is run up the stairs and touch this door. And then from here, you want to go to the quarry again. And we're going through this wall behind me. And you want to keep your height as low as possible. And you want to go through this wall here, or try to. Messed it up again. Because why wouldn't I? But you get the idea. If you don't want to do that, you can just run through this door here. That would usually be open if you don't quit out during the cleanse. And you would run across this right side here. And follow the path around. You'll follow the path down the right side. Should be enemies spawned too. Yeah. Doesn't matter where you put them. Oh, I've already done this. But yeah, you just throw them on there and there. Use that one, and that one there. Don't kill the enemies because more spawn. You'd want to press this button and that blows that up. When you pick it up, you want to wait a bit for the objective to change. So say activate the explosion, blah blah blah.
And there it is.
And then go speak with Marshall. And when you see that, you can quit out. And then you go to Central Executive and talk to Marshall.
Situation report. All sectors.
Okay, and then you want to go to the containment sector afterwards.
Followed you in, right?
The very bottom one.
Containment sector.
So, you want to throw the couch at that guy. You can throw another couch. Throw it at both the enemies with armor. So just want to kill all the enemies. If you have enough bullets, shoot that once. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Because you can do it after this instead. So from here, you want to grab the forklift front bit and just throw it up there. You can climb this glass case. If this glass case is broken, what you can also do is climb these plants here. It's kind of annoying sometimes. That's why I try and not break it. Okay, it would look like that. If not, just go up the stairs like that or whatever. So you grab this and come to this printer. So what I found out recently that makes this a lot easier is that if you just drop the box and jump and wait to get to the apex of your jump, and keep jumping so you're high enough to, and then when you're at the apex of your jump, if you just hit backwards, you shouldn't like go anywhere. This one's really annoying, honestly, because you can get a nume, which is what we're going to do over here. but this one is actually like useful. So I'll show you what usually happens if you're like holding a bunch of directions and whatnot, or I'll try to. So yeah, it'll look like this. We don't want to be here. So we just got basically teleported across the room into there. So we want to avoid that as much as possible. I'll try it again, because I usually go somewhere else. Oh, that actually worked. Okay, so if you go to this clock and mantle here, you'll teleport basically to there. And all this is on the other side of here. Sometimes you can, when mantling here, you'll get one and you'll get sent across this way. And you're just doing the same thing really in that corner there. So you'll mantle here and then you'll mantle again. Dash to the left and then keep dashing. You want to time it so that you go under this wall here. Because you can just dash straight through the wall and just land inside. So you have to do that all again, either quitting out or running through that door over there, back in. I'll show it again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll land here. So from here, you want to like walk off this bit that's protruding out, and just like walk off straight, basically. And you want to wait a bit and then dash. I waited really long there. You want to dash a bit earlier, and you'll land in this room, like every time. And then you want to interact with it, as usual. You'll so open the door. When this loads, you'll open this door backwards, and then you can just go forward again.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even...
Here.
The Panopticon. Dylan's close. That object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
You want to go to logistics. Set up the shield. I think I upgrade to energy 4 here. It doesn't really matter, to be completely honest, but it's nice to have. And all you want to do is turn to the right a bit. Look this way. And you want to be at the 4th floor. So, but that's fenced off. So you want to go to the 5th. So you want to keep going, like, position your mouse, and you can land up here. Or, and then all you want to do is fall down into that room there. And dash, like so. And go to the end of it and claim this control point. This is going to be useful for later. And again, if you're not comfortable with shield strats, all you do is go down this way and cross the bridge like that. There are no enemies, so you could die. So I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go back to logistics. And there's 2 shield strats you can do. It doesn't matter which one you do, it's whatever you prefer. One is where you basically go straight up, and the other you have to kind of keep your height level. I'm going to show the one I do. So the one I do is at Panopticon, and that's where you go up. The other one is at upper Panopticon, and that's where you want to keep your height level. And all you want to do for this one is just go straight, basically. Maybe a bit to the left, but you want to go straight and across the bridge, basically, where I showed before. So for this one, you just want to go straight up, basically. It'll be obvious. You just go up like this, and you'll be here. The control point is over there, basically. So if you do this one, all you do is go from there, keep your height, basically. If you go too high, you'll get stuck up there, and there's nothing you can do, and all you have to do is quit out. Otherwise, you keep somewhat straight, but don't go too high. You can go up above there in a bit, but you just don't want to go up there. And then you want to dash into here and start the cutscene with the TV. So that's when you've got it, when you lose control, and quit out. And again, you want to do another shield strat and go upwards with it. So you go from Panopticon to logistics, and this one's straight up. So what you want to worry about is where you land with this, because you have to hit a trigger, basically. And if you don't land in the right spot, which is up here on this thing, you won't be able to interact with the enemies. And if you do that, all you have to do is quit out. And all you want to do is kill the enemies here. And what I do is use my launches on the enemies and just mag dump. And when you've killed everyone, you can just start launching and mag dumping. But this boss fight is really easy. There is nothing to it, and you shouldn't die, because he literally doesn't move.
Salvador, the head of security.
He does drop some stuff. It's basically useless all the time. If you want it, go for it. It's really not needed. So interact with this. Skip that, and now you have levitate. And the longer you hold space, the higher you go, basically. You want to come down to here. Go as high as you can, dash twice, and wait for the bar to recover. And then dash the rest of the times. And then you'll land up here. Alternatively, you can go to that one or that one if you don't think you've got enough energy or height. It really doesn't matter. And you just want to finish the trial as quickly as you can.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
So you want to quit out and continue again, and that will put you back at logistics, and you're going to do another shield strat. So you set up and go to upper Panopticon this time. This one's not too hard. You want to... there's a fire extinguisher on the wall or something. No, that's just the number. You want to go through this way, basically. And where we land is in that room poking out, basically, where the objective is. So we land here. If you're really good, you'll land in here.
I have to see my brother.
Sometimes you'll land up here. I'll try and show another way you can do it, I guess. Or another place where you end up. It just... all that it really depends on is how good you are at maintaining height and not going too high, really. For this one, I don't think it matters too much what happens. But if you go high, you'll land like up here, sometimes you can land up there or in the room just before this. You can land up here, and I'm pretty sure you can go through these walls. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure you can go through these walls and just land here and run through. Other times you might be up top on this thing, and I really don't remember where you can come in, but I think you can come through that side down there. Yeah, you can come through there and like there, I'm pretty sure. And all you want to do is just dash through this window, get the cutscene, and you can quit out again. After this, you want to go back to Central Exec, and you don't want to talk to Emily because that's slower. What you want to do is go to the right and through this door here.
Lots of interesting data.
And you'll grab this box here. And now with levitate, prop clipping's kind of like easy. So, but instead of spamming space like this, you want to just hold it once. And you kind of want to like levitate yourself where the box is going and follow where it's going to go. And that will help flip you out, I think. These are still kind of rough to get. I struggle with them a bit. Like, you wonder why some of these don't work, and I think the same. Like that, okay? Once you get on this, all you have to do is levitate up into this room above you. You can, like, levitate first, because sometimes you get, like, a really limp one. And then all you want to do is run up and interact. And skip this, because it's the longest cutscene. And then quit out afterwards. So, depending on how you want to do this, you can either go logistics and do a prop clip, or you can go panopticon and do a shield. It doesn't matter which one you do. Honestly, it's mostly preference. I'm going to show you the shield way for now. And I'll go back and do the prop clip way. But depending on how you want to do this, you can either go straight that way and you'll land at an elevator, or you can go this way and land on top of some stuff. Like here. Yeah, here. Where are we? Okay, you want to jump over like this, and you'll go up here. And that's where you want to go, over this way.
What Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter.
If you don't want a shield strat, all you have to do is really simple. You destroy this forklift, grab it and throw it down into that corner there. And it's really easy for you to get this stuck. And you want to prop clip and levitate. I find this one kind of easy compared to others because it's still got the forklift. But yeah, that can get stuck and out of bounds. If it does get out of bounds, you just quit out and blow it up again. And from here, you just want to levitate forward and go this way. And you'll land on top of here again.
Had gone differently and ordinary for us.
And you'll see this elevator in the back.
Wishing won't
So
change
you want to
things.
levitate, but not too
Finding
high,
the projector.
and just dash towards it. This is where it gets a bit difficult because you want to fall and land down here, but you can't stand on this edge forever. You'll fall off. So when you land down here, you want to jump instantly and hold like backwards so you go upwards. And another thing you have to worry about is that if you're too high, you'll just get stuck in the wall. So it's kind of easy once you understand that you can't stand on this ledge. So That's the trigger you want to hit, like this. Hold back and dash to the right once. And you'll land like inside here, out the wall. So it's not that far. You don't want to land inbounds. And you just want to come up here. You can jump and just go to the right. Like that. Dash across on this bridge. You want to climb up on this thing here to give you a bit more height. And levitate again and go over here. So you want to go towards this light area, but not on that side. You just want to use that as like a reference. So you want to levitate towards this and stand here, basically. This makes it really easy. So you levitate forward and dash twice. Wait for your energy to refill. And then keep dashing. And basically there is a trigger above this light that you have to hit. That you can... So you fall like close to it and go through. I really cut that close. It's not that tight. Usually I like let myself drop a bit and dash over it instead. I find that easier than just levitating over the top and slowly going. Anyway, you'll be here. And on the map, it is literally directly in front of you. So you just use all your dashes and you'll land here. Really easy. So from here, you turn to the right and you see this light patch here, which is nice. And there's another light back over there. Yeah, that's like the only one. So if you see this, you want to go this way. And keep shooting so you can see where the pipes are and just land on top of it like this. It's not too difficult. Just try and aim for the pipes and shoot so you can see. From here, you want to face this way and levitate. You want to dash twice and go to the right here. Like that. That makes it so you hit the trigger and everything. And then you want to just do this fight as fast as you can. Destroy the hiss cluster because that kills the enemies. And it's just all about killing people as fast as you can without dying. It's kind of hard. Especially if you're trying to learn the game. Oh, don't do what I do. And punch him. So there's going to be a flying enemy spawn. You want to kill him. He is really annoying. If you're up here, these guys can't kill you. He can be annoying. He will dodge. So if he dodges, just throw once and he can't dodge again because it's on cooldown. Of course. So when you kill him, you can also kill these guys too. It doesn't really matter how you do it. After you kill this, there's going to be one more enemy, and when he first spawns, he can't do anything. Oh, he's right there. He can dodge now, because I'm bad. But when he first spawns, he won't miss. Oh, I missed one. So that was slightly harder than I made it out to be because I was going slow and trying to explain it. But from here, you want to go to this computer and wait after skipping it. And you'll see the mission completed, and that's when you can quit out. And then we're on to Tango, which is quite easy. It's mostly waiting. God. So first you want to go to you want to go to Ritual Division first. And set up a shield. This is the point in the game where I start to get lost. So you definitely would want to make notes throughout. And I grab Levitate 1, Levitate 2, and Slam. And I think that's all you can get. Yeah. And then go to Parapsychology. Keep in mind you can only shield to places in like the same area. And all we're aiming for is the bridge in the area where the question marks are. So we'll be going like this direction. You can randomly die here. So if you see yourself falling, you just want to dash. And once you're in this room and you're high enough, and you know you're high enough, you can just levitate your way down. Or slam.
Possibly changing
Ooh.
labyrinth.
And go across the bridge.
You never pass through.
So get the control point, and then we're going to the control room. We're gonna set up another shield, and basically we are going to the very top left where the question marks are. So set up a shield and quarry entrance. We're aiming for just left of this thing, oh, to the right of this thing. So we're aiming like over this way, and we are going to the question marks like so. So we want to try and keep low so we don't go into the room. And you'll see that these pillars, and that's what we're kind of aiming for. We go through to like here, and that's what we're aiming for. It's down there. You can't really miss it by going to. There's no such thing as going too low, high. Oh, sorry, too low. Being high up is kind of annoying. But basically, yeah, you just want to try and get over here. It's not too hard. You can land on top, and all you have to do is use the map to try and get to this edge, basically. It's easy enough. Hell, you can even, like, if you're doing it wrong, you can, like, land up there and fall through there. I'll show it again. I'll show a way if you do it, like, wrong and you get a mantle out of bounds. It's kind of annoying, but it's not completely unsavable. Or like, I'll make it seem like I got a mantle or something, which can happen. It is quite annoying. Oops. That is not where we want to be. It's a bit annoying doing this the second time around because you're just going straight up straight away. You have to flick your mouse. And again, if you don't want that to happen, all you do is quit out here, load it again, and then set it up. That will avoid that issue. Okay, so if you do it wrong, it will look something like this, and you might like mantle up here, for example, or up there. All you want to do is basically edge your way around this. And since you're really high up, it really doesn't matter. So you just dash your way and you can fall. And I just keep levitating so I don't die. Okay, so I'm up here. That's fine. This is where I want to be anyway. Oh god. So yeah, that's the same point. And when you hit this button, all you want to know is your timer when running. The time you hit this button, you have to wait 90 seconds. But while we do this, we hit the button, wait 90 seconds, and float up here. And then you want to float again and dash twice. Let your bar refill. And then keep dashing all the way. And if you're good enough, you'll land on top of this or inside it. And all you want to do is walk out, hold space constantly, and dash onto here. And this is where the 90 seconds wait comes in. You can't really do anything besides work out what time you can go out go out at. But basically, when the 90 seconds is up, it's really simple. I'll show you now. You dash 3 times out to here. It'll go black. And then you want to dash back to the platform here. And it'll show media obtained or whatever. And when you see that, you can continue going that way. But for now, you just have to wait. See, when you see that, I think that's when you can go as well. The 90-second rule is definitely something you should note. Yeah, see, that works. Multimeter. Here's Tango in the bottom right. And then all you want to do is just keep going forward.
See it?
Hey, girl. Por fin. Holidays home.
Let's skip that cutscene. And that's that done. Okay, so you want to continue from here. You want to go to Ritual Division. Actually, I think you can go Parapsychology too. Let me see. But basically, you just want to go to either of these. Get Energy 5 as well. That's nice to have. And go to Ashtray Maze. So what you want to do is go out this wall in front of you. And we're going to the bridge where the question marks are on the right hand side. This direction. Yeah, that way. So you want to keep going along. So look something like this. Oh, I'm actually so high up that I can just land it in here, but usually you'll be on the other side of this wall, and you can only come in during this bottom half here, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, if you want to land somewhere on the bridge and just dash through.
Yeah, you want me here. Finding the projector was how this all began. What started in ordinary ends here. You, me, Dylan.
So you want to go back to Ashtray, and then go back to go back to Dimensional Research. This is a bit tricky to do. I'll have the map up so you can somewhat follow it. So this is where we are. We're trying to go somewhere that direction. So you want to clip out of bounds this way. And you want to curve around. And like you want to land up here. Oh, not up here, I don't think. But somewhere over here. So I'm I'm above where I want to be. I'm pretty sure. Hard to tell where you are sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to do this again because I landed in completely the wrong spot. But yeah, you generally want to go in that direction. So, like, I get high up and then just levitate. You can do this slowly. but you want to like try and land here. On the map, this is where it is. It's like between that room and this one over there. And when you're here, all you want to do is turn your camera position so that's over the left shoulder. You want to take a step to the left. Sorry, the right. You want to try and highlight this. When you do that, you're going to want to do this one, and this one too. Doesn't matter, but I like leaving this one in case I mess it up. So, like this. Okay, and from here, you want to levitate up and go forward until you land in this room. Or not land in this room, on top of it, I mean. Usually I'd keep levitating, and you want to keep going forward and land on this ledge. Or, well, not like this. This is quite opposite of what I want. It, like the trigger's kind of down below you. You want to like try and hit the TV somehow. Being stuck makes this kind of annoying. If you do get stuck, you just have to quit out and try again. I'll show how to do it properly this time without messing it up. This part's like hard for me to explain. Because it's quite difficult. Even if you know what you're doing.
There was a doorway here, to where Dylan and I went, where the projector took us, where we met. The bureau opened the same door here, but there's just...
Okay, so the reason why I leave this one last is because if you do mess up, it's just the easiest one to grab. So there, it's towards the bottom. Really easy to get. You don't want to skip this cutscene coming up. So just wait and let it play out. This skips the first 3 siphons. Then you want to quit out. So you want to go back to Ashtray again. And we're going to be doing the same thing, basically. But instead of landing on top, we're actually going to go into the room. I'm going to show one way of doing it. And then another way. If you die here, you have to restart again. Like the whole thing. It gets really annoying. So yeah. This is like the easier way. You go all the way up until you're above here. You just want to drop until you can like slam on top of it. And you want to be looking like this direction after you do it. And then you want to get on it immediately. Okay. So, if you get lucky, that will happen. I'll show it again. I'll try and like do it wrong, I suppose. Because this area is really, really, really hard. The first one is the harder one, the hardest I think. The second 2 aren't so bad. Okay, good. So you want to kill this guy. And then you want to kill this one too. Okay, and if you kill him, you should be fine to get back on it. If you get shot off it again, just kill the other guy. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. I did it wrong because I did the fast way. If you go up really high and just slam straight down, it should work every time. So then you cleanse it. And then you want to go to the right after here. And then go up even higher onto this platform. Dash across here. You want to kill this guy up top. Shoot the explosive and throw it at those guys. These guys have line of sight on you. Don't kill too many enemies here, because others will spawn. And this is like the free one. So you go to the right again, land on this satellite and levitate once more. This one's really easy. You get on it instantly, and these guys should never hit you. You want to be more on the right side here, because basically there's enemies down here that can kind of see you, because you're right there. They can kind of see you, so being more on the right side helps. If you do get hit by these guys, just stun them, both of them, and then get back on it, and it should work as well. But yeah, I recommend practicing this a lot because it is the hardest part of the game. And then you want to watch this cutscene out. Okay, so after that cutscene, you want to pick the coffee mugs. Ask.
Yes.
And you just want to pick them all up.
We have a crisis on our hands. Yes.
This part is like really simple. Not much explaining to do. And then you will go back to the mail tubes.
The nerve of this woman. Who does she think she is?
Are you sure you are not lost? Maybe you can find
great.
yourself in
Just wait, please.
So you want to pick up the coffee mugs again?
Think. Oh, I'm lost. Where are you? I can't feel anything. I don't want to be alone here. Where am I? What is this?
And now go to the mail tubes again.
Wake up, please. I want to go home.
Doesn't she know how dangerous the old director is?
And go back to the office.
Unstable. He'll tear her apart.
There's something you can do here that saves no time.
You should keep trying.
And it's if you mantle and a cutscene starts, you'll
I
noom.
need to go inside.
So
I need to keep
it'll look like
this
that.
is all inside my head.
You don't have to pick up anything
It's
from
burning
here.
in. I'm trapped in here.
You just spawn here and just run.
They're taking over.
Go grab it.
I will fight this. I will find a way to push them out.
Welcome back. I knew I chose you.
I need my gun.
Okay, you want to just continue forward, and then the room you want to go to is like directly in front of you. It's this white room with the whiteboard.
You're gone. Dead. I can't feel you. I can't.
Ring the button once,
This is what Dylan
and it's the
wanted
final
all
door.
along. There's something. I can feel it, but I don't know.
Skip the cutscene.
My sister had bad dream.
So there's something fast you can do here if you land like up top on these things.
She can mess this up, but she's away.
It allows you to like slam up here.
He's always been stubborn.
And all you want to do is just go to the island across. There's a box here that you want to land on. You want to go towards the pyramid, like on this corner or on the right of it. Doesn't really matter. When you see the island spawn below you, you want to keep moving forward because you can die if you don't. You want to go forward again, dash 3 times, wait for your energy to recover, dash again. You'll go through the wall. Oops. I didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. Oh, I'm trying to get like a slam, but I can't. Oh well, whatever. That's the end of the game. The final area doesn't have much to explain really. It's just straightforward, and if you follow what I do, it's easy enough. You can't really die to it. But yeah. If you need any help, just join the Discord and someone will help you.